We have all waited years to hear Kristen Bell's voice again. Sometimes we wondered if there was any way they could do justice to the original and take us back to this magical world. But guys, the day has come, and we finally get to hear Kristen say those magic words.
Some things never change.
Sorry, wrong, long-awaited Kristen Bell sequel. But she has a point. Some things never change. Like the complex seating arrangements on the stairs of the Met. Like the lax enforcement of this school's supposed dress code. Like the fact that these are supposed to be teenagers, but they all look old enough to have voted for Obama. So get into the regular lift, losers, and tell the driver your destination is beyond the recap. The OG Gossip Girl finale aired on December 17th, 2012. That means it hasn't even been 9 years since the show left us. You guys, Bart Bass isn't even cold yet. And if you factor in the 5-year time jump in the epilogue, it hasn't even been 4 years since we saw Rufus canoodling with singer-songwriter Lisa Loeb at Dan and Serena's wedding. And that whole final season did not exactly have us saying, "Stay, I missed you." Did you kids get that Lisa Loeb joke? Anyway, it's a reasonable question to ask whether we even need a Gossip Girl 2.0. But I can give you 3 reasons why, in 2021, the Upper East Side is a very different place. Number 1, the rich got richer. Gossip Girl premiered in 2007. From 2007 to 2016, the median net worth of the top 20% of Americans increased 13% to $1.2 million. At the same time, the median net worth of families in lower tiers of wealth decreased by at least 20%. And you know what else is growing? Resentment towards the rich. According to Pew Research, in 2014, 34% of Americans thought the rich were rich because they worked harder, and 51% thought it was because they had more advantages. By 2020, 65% thought it was because they had more advantages. And among the young demographic the show is appealing to, hating on rich people is as popular as... is avocado toast still the joke here, or was that the millennials? Okay, here are some alts. Gen Z is high-key serving class warfare. Slay, bestie! Or maybe Gen Z is like, oh, the 1% controls like 99% of the wealth? Weird flex. Okay, Zoomer, we get it. You invented slang. Number 2, social media took over. I know what you're thinking. The original Gossip Girl was all about social media. Except it actually wasn't. It was about the last moment in human history where you could be a teen and not be online all the time. Think about it. Do you ever see Blair tweeting? No. Or taking selfies for her Facebook page? Gossip Girl is constantly documenting them, but they don't worry about documenting themselves. Maybe they send stuff to Gossip Girl, but they don't have their own social media personas. And why would they? They don't care about anonymous strangers. Their Upper East Side was a private club that most people never got invited to, and they liked it that way. That's obviously going to be very different in the new Gossip Girl, where the main characters put themselves online way before their digital stalker shines the spotlight on them. Taking a selfie is pretty much the first thing we see Julian do. She's got millions of followers, and that kind of popularity is way more valuable to her than being liked by the people in her own school. We barely see her talk to her classmates beyond her tight group of friends. Basically, Blair wanted to be the queen bee of her rarefied social circle. Julian wants to build a global brand. Which brings us to change number 3. Social media isn't just for gossip anymore, it's big business. Here's a chart showing the growth of influencer marketing. In 2014, 2 years after the Gossip Girl finale, it was still barely a thing. By 2020, it had hit $10 billion a year, and it shows no sign of cooling off. Now, we don't know a lot about Julian's business model yet. Does she get paid to promote things? Does she get comped purses and tickets to Hamilton? But we do know that Monet thinks being Julian's social media coordinator is going to get her an elite summer internship. In the new Gossip Girl, being internet famous is a viable career path, and who knows how that's going to change the game. So yeah, a lot has changed. And if you're not convinced yet, consider this. Instagram, the defining social media app of the present generation of teens, wasn't released until October 2010. At this point, Gossip Girl was already in season 4, and all the characters had graduated from high school. But some things never change. There's always going to be a queen, there's always going to be someone after the throne, and there are always going to be secrets waiting to land like planes backed up in the sky over LaGuardia. Some things never change. That's why I'm holding on tight to you, Gigi.